Hey guys and occasional girls, my name is GrrrVahrrr and this is Dead Space 2. Unlike the first Dead Space, I entered this game with no expectations whatsoever, and to be honest, with no enthusiasm at all. Only with a mild interest and gameplay changes and story, since I kinda started the series, so I have to know how it ends right now. And as a result, I got a somewhat interesting experience. But first... The story starts with Nicole calling Isaac similar to the first game. And...
It's okay. How you doing?
Holy shit, Isaac talks now. After the transmission ends, we see Isaac being questioned by some guy about his nightmares and events on Ishimura, which makes him start hallucinating about Nicole.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
And what did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me?
Does she have a broken TV inside her skull? Oh my god. Oh, sorry, please continue. The next moment, Isaac wakes up in a hospital, which is by the looks of it overrun by necromorphs, and the first thing we witness is the transformation into a necromorph, which is bloody fast.
Listen, you're in terrible danger.
The only solution is to run through the insanely linear corridor full of scripted monsters. Till we find this guy who cuts Isaac's restraints and his own throat as well, cause you know the game doesn't let you be around living things for more than half a minute. Pretty soon, we get a woman named Dana call Isaac to tell him what to do, and since Isaac has no other choice, he follows her orders.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
The next step is to find the weapon, which is provided shortly, and this time the purpose of a plasma cutter is a medicinal tissue laser that still shoots plasma bolts. I guess future medicine is just fucked up that way. But whatever, it makes as much sense as everything else in the bloody series.
What are you doing? Shit! Help! I'm trying! I'm trying!
On the way out, Isaac also meets this guy, whose name is Nolan Strauss. He seems to know Isaac and has a part in the story. Shortly, Isaac contacts Dana and demands answers. It appears Isaac spent 3 years in a hospital and got obviously younger somehow. Yeah, and it appears he's dying.
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. I've been trying to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You can fix it, right?
But first, we gotta make our way to Dana, through hordes of monsters and hallucinations. Oh my, sorry, she gets me every time. On our way, we're also constantly contacted by Strauss, who also suffers from hallucinations and overall has problems similar to Isaac's.
The more I remember, the more my head hurts. I keep seeing the symbols.
Nolan Strauss is a cliché character who represents what would Isaac be if he was a normal human being and not a main character of a generic Hollywood action flick. And he serves the only purpose is to show how badass Isaac is by comparison. Doesn't really work though, because both characters are as bland as every dark hallway in the fucking game. After around 3 hours of gameplay, you find Dana, who is a unitologist. What a shocker after she led you to the church of the freaking cultists. And all the dying thing it seems was total bullshit, since it is never mentioned again and was only a bait to get you into the trap. Fortunately, she dies, cause not being in the same room with living organisms for more than half a minute thing, and Strauss calls Isaac to tell him that the marker is in the government sector and needs to be destroyed.
Look, it's over. All my plans just blew out the window.
No, it's not over, at least not yet. Isaac, we build it. We can tear it down.
What, you mean the marker? Do you know where the marker is, Strauss?
It's in the government sector. But we have to move now, because time is running out for me and for us.
Although, since Isaac needs a woman to command him around, Dana is quickly replaced with Ellie. And where the hell did she get a plasma cutter? Oh, she bought one in the store. How could I forget?
Don't say you're gonna help. The last person who said that tried to kill me.
Hey, take it easy.
Actually, Ellie is a decent character for about 1 second, which is a lot to ask from Dead Space. At first, she tells Isaac to fuck off and that he and every other survivor is nothing but a liability to her. But the next time you speak to her, she's all eager to help you. Guess you can't resist the muscle and charm of Isaac Clarke, and 1 minute talking to a guy makes a woman follow him to the depths of hell. God, I wish I could do that as well. So Ellie finds Strauss, and your mission is to get to the government sector and destroy the marker. And even Strauss is going with you, cause you know it's always a good idea to have a hallucinating lunatic around you when monsters from hell are trying to kill you.
He looks twitchy. I don't trust him. Don't move.
Ellie, I need him to be not dead. I need him.
Well, and this game wouldn't be Dead Space if Isaac wasn't fixing stuff. So every objective from now on and to the very end of the game is fixing shit.
That figures.
Don't worry. I can fix this.
Enjoy!
Have a look.
Docking pod, mainframe, solar array, transport release mechanism, the track.
Stay here. I'll take a look.
And then Isaac goes to Ishimura to kill monsters in the exact same locations as the previous game. Fix a gravity thingy which Isaac had already fixed in the first game, but in a different way, so another part of it got broken. I don't even know. On the way, having Strauss around finally pays off as he pokes Ellie in an eyeball with a screwdriver. But fortunately Ellie is okay, cause you know a lacking eyeball is a minor wound. And does to Strauss what she should have done from the very beginning.
You owe me an eye, you bastard!
And the screwdriver eyeball canapé is hilarious. I bet it would taste good if you deep fry it. Eyes don't work that way! And it is impossible to make a surgical removal of an eyeball with a screwdriver, especially when a person is trying to kick you in the balls all the time. Oh, fuck it. Eventually Strauss attacks you with the same screwdriver, and the first thing Isaac does as a sensible person is remove his helmet, because Isaac Clarke believes in fair chances for everybody. He kills Strauss finally and moves on like nothing happened.
Why did you do it, Strauss?
And we got this scene.
One shred, one light, one bright shining star you cluster in this universe. Guilt. Forcing the life out of you because you can't get over the fact that I'm dead. I knew it was irresponsible. Why do you keep fighting me? Why can't you let go?
Because you were my everything. And if I let you go, I've got nothing left.
Step 4. Acceptance. Now you're ready to finish this.
At this point of the game, this scene actually makes sense. Well, it kinda does. Isaac accepts that he loves Nicole a lot and can't let her go, which is clear from the first game. But he never tells her this though, because, you know, she's a bloody monstrosity projecting distortion out of her eyes and mouth. And like every other pissed off woman, she wants Isaac to say it out loud that he loves her in order to transform from an evil bitch into a normal person. And she even starts to help Isaac on his way to destroy the marker afterwards. Shortly we meet Ellie, fix the drill and drill our way through the foundations of the government sector.
Whoa, whoa, stop, stop!
Looks like we reached the foundation pylons of the government sector.
So how do we get in there?
Straight ahead. We do have a giant drill.
Where Ellie finds a gunship and we can get away from this bullshit and end the game, yay!
Isaac, what are you doing?
But Isaac being a gentleman lets Ellie go by herself. Why the fuck is she so upset?
Isaac! What are you doing? Open the door right now!
Emergency launch cycle initiated.
No! 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 Don't you dare! Don't you dare launch the ship! Isaac!
Then Nicole appears and talks about making them whole again, which is borderline sexual harassment.
Isaac. Touch me.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Isaac, please. Make us whole.
Isaac makes his way into the government sector, takes a few bullets, cause minor wounds, you know, turns the lights off, and since none of the soldiers has a single flashlight or proper weapons to kill necromorphs, they are overrun quite easily. Isaac goes through the sector and finds this audio log.
Kenner Phelps, research log 43553. I'm convinced we are puppets of some alien influence. I no longer believe we're in control of this project, or ever were. I believe even our rationalizations for this whole thing are an illusion, planted by the forces behind the original marker, the black one. We don't know how to make this thing. It is making us make it, and it's trying to get out. Desperately. I'm under security watch after taking a sledgehammer to the tiny marker I built last week. We need to destroy everything we've built here, and destroy every record, every shred of research. They were right the first time on Aegis 7. This is beyond our ability to know or control.
Finally something is explained in this game. Thank you! It is clear now how basically any jackass in the universe with enough money can rebuild the bloody thing and still have no idea how the thing works. Hooray! Although, it is still unclear why didn't the original marker just persuade some weak-minded fool to activate it, instead of rebuilding it from scratch, but who cares? Isaac finds the marker and holy shit, it's huge.
Oh my god.
It is activated and something called convergence is about to happen.
Just hold those bodies you let in here. It's triggering a convergence event. But we never expected this many bodies.
To understand how the marker works, Isaac needs to use the science machine, which kinda does nothing.
Follow the light, Isaac. I'll be waiting for you at the marker.
What do I do?
He makes his way to the marker, fights the main bad guy in a quick time event.
The research into that marker is worth every life we just lost! I won't let you throw all this away.
And...
Thank you, Isaac. Now, time to die.
What?
Yours is the last body we need to be reborn. The Makers must be absorbed.
The Makers? You mean me? But Strauss said we could destroy the marker.
Not if we consume you first.
God damn it, I trusted you! Fuck you! And fuck your marker!
And fuck you, writers! Come on! It all made a little bit of sense until this point. If the marker needed to consume Isaac, what was the point of TV in the skull, Nicole? Couldn't she be nice all the time? This made the acceptance pointless. And all this love thing ended with a fuck you. And why did Necromorphs attack Isaac if the marker needed to consume it? If he could just be killed, why didn't Nicole just disappear and let the immortal monster finish him off? That was chasing Isaac right now! You screwed up the ending again, for some unnecessary plot twist, again! Fuck you, writers, you suck! Even though the final boss fight is a little bit more intense than a sissy thing in the first game, the insta-death mechanic when Nicole catches Isaac is still BS. Isaac destroys the marker from within. All Necromorphs die as well for some reason, and you guessed it, Ellie comes back and saves Isaac. She's a pilot, she can.
You complete bastard! Was this your great plan? Dump me off and die?
So they can live happily together forever and ever, since you know Nicole is dead, her hallucination betrays you, so fuck her. Time for Isaac to move on and fulfill his fantasies about making a pirate role-playing sex game with Ellie, since she only got one eye.
What?
The story of Dead Space 2 is as bad as the story of the first game. All the characters are generic and have nothing to them. None of them is actually interesting and well developed. And the story itself is pretty boring. All the plot twists are obvious or just make no bloody sense. From the very beginning of the game we know that Isaac will destroy the marker, because since there are Necromorphs, there is the marker. If there is the marker, Isaac destroys it because he's a marker destroying machine. Although the flow of the story is much smoother this time, because the chapters are not divided by gamey tram travels, they organically change one into another, which is an improvement, I give them that. And you fix stuff only half of the game. But what made my time in Dead Space not a total waste of time, like 10 hours spent in the first game, is the gameplay. Don't get me wrong, it is still awful, but there are parts of it that are so bad they're good. Before I start with it though, I have to point out that the game is essentially broken on PC. I'll put a link in the description, but in short, I had to disable Windows Management Instrumentation to run the game in the first place. It just wouldn't launch otherwise. And this resulted in messed up button settings on my Xbox controller, so the only way to play the game is mouse and keyboard. Which is okay, but sometimes the mouse also glitches, resulting in funny cutscenes. Come on, Isaac. Why are you looking down? What the hell? Isaac, are you staring at her ass? Look up! Come on, come on. Come on, look up! Look up! You're staring at her tits now. Isaac, your eyes are there! Up there! Stop staring at her tits, your old perv! Isaac, look up! I need decent footage! Look up! Fuck. Or infuriating effects on the hacking minigame. Having a hacking minigame is a bad design decision itself. But when the fucking mouse jumps around all over the place like a bunny on acid. Just watch. Oh, one more thing. Fuck, okay, let's do this. Wait, why is it jumping? Fuck, why is it jumping around? Did they just make it harder from now on? What the hell? Why is it... Oh, fucking shit. Stop. Just stop moving. Please stop. Yes! Nailed it. Next one, come on. Is it... Fuck, one more. Come on, let's do this. Shit. Fuck, okay, from the beginning. Okay, one. Stop moving, stop moving. Fuck. Okay. Okay, stop. How do I do that? When it's jumping. Okay, I should do it fast. I think I should do it fast. It's like all of them will be like that from now on. Holy shit. Come on, let's do that, Isaac. Stop with the fucking... Yes, come on. Okay, patience. Patience. Slowly. Slowly, time's running out. Time's running out! Fuck! Did I lose health from that? Fuck! Come on, come on. Okay, from the beginning. Yes! Fuck! I had it! Come on! I will do it. From the beginning. First one. Yes. Come on. Second one. Fuck yeah. Okay. Fuck! Okay, let's do this business. Come on. First one. Second one. Come on, third one. Yes! Yes! Thank you! Finally! Movement also glitches sometimes, so Isaac just starts walking in a random direction with no player involvement. But the funniest thing is that the PC version doesn't support DLC installation. I didn't know that it can be possible, but it can. So there is no severed DLC for the PC version, and all the DLC weapons and armor are available in the store from the very start of the game for free. I was shocked when I opened the store for the first time, but apparently all these DLC were on the disc from the very launch for EA to sell later. But it was discovered, so it is now all free in the PC version. So check this out.
Welcome to Microstore. CEC engineer Isaac Clark. Updating inventory to CEC engineering loadout.
Okay, she said CC engineer, so all the engineering stuff is here. Okay, go to the shop and... what? What the hell's that? Why do I have so many weapons and... pulse rifle? Do all engineers have access to pulse rifles? Wow, and... wait. Are those... and suits? And all of them are free? They cost 0. Oh, what the... Are this... maybe I can get only one of them. I don't even know. And line guns... rivet gun. What the hell is a rivet gun? Do I want one? Primary? I don't know, maybe I only can get one of these things. I don't even know. Okay, I better get a line gun, I think. Yeah. It helped me in the first game. I bet it's good here too. It's +5. Primary, reload -10. Okay. Get one. Did I get one? Okay. And nothing's disappeared, so I can get a suit too. And any weapon I want. That's kinda cheaty. The game came out in January 2011. You had 2 years to fix it. Bloody EA, enjoy your Golden Poo trophy. You have earned it. Oh, and by the way, to play the game in the first place, you have always been logged in into your EA account, so enjoy. But let's get back to gameplay. All things I said in Dead Space 1 video are still here, and all the problems remain the same. I won't repeat myself and better focus on the changes. Good ones first, cause I'm a good guy. Do you remember when I said that Dead Space isn't scary? I guess developers thought the same way and tried really hard to change it this time. And you know what? They tried so hard they made it hilarious. Bloody hell, Dead Space 2 is funny! First of all, Nicole. The light projecting from within her skull is so over the top. I love this scene where she sits in golem position and screams at you from the top shelf. Every time she appears is just funny. Turn the lights off! Shut your goddamn mouth! Holy crap, she was far more creepy in the beginning of the game where she was just a walking corpse with no Christmas lights turned on. Second of all, children monsters. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel that the developers tried so freaking hard to scare a player and to make him be disturbed, they overdone it. I laughed when I first saw them. It was more of a wow really effect. And maybe killing children monsters would be creepy if you wouldn't have to stomp the loot out of them. Or could do this. But what is even funnier is exploding babies. I laughed at this scene. It's like, congratulations, it's a girl, and the baby explodes in your face. And maybe it would also be creepy if you couldn't take a baby's head after an explosion and throw it in another baby to make it explode. The children feeder scene is just hilarious. Look at it. I bet there is a 90s bad horror flick that has the exact same scene. Oh yeah, Nicole is also here. Sorry, I just can't get over it.
You may fool Strauss, but I know you're not real.
Oh, you claim I'm not real, and yet here I am?
I just see guys in Visceral games having a meeting. What is the scariest thing you can think of? Asks the boss. The guy who is the loneliest creep in the office says, children? Yes, children! We will make monster 4th graders! What else? The guy who steals other people's ideas says, babies. Yes, babies! But what is even scarier than babies? And the guy who's constantly high wakes up. Exploding babies! Yes! Exploding babies! Oh my god! We did it again! We'll mess up people's minds! We'll scare them out of their butts! Holy fuck! The high scores on Metacritic are basically ours! But what makes killing monster children even more fun is a javelin gun. It is a thing that should be in Painkiller. It is so cool. It impales monsters and then AoE shocks them. A very fun thing to use. The zero-G mechanic got changed so you can float around now. And apparently every suit has thrusters with unlimited fuel. And you even have a chance to float in open space. Oh, there was one hallucination that was scary. The final cool thing about the game is the bird guy Howard Phillips, who got insane over his birds and is the most interesting character of the game. You discover his stories through logs and use his corpse to open the door, which is funny just in itself. I'm the person who enjoys watching bad movies, especially bad horror movies, just for fun. And the first part of Dead Space 2 made me feel like I'm in a $10,000 budget horror flick, which I count as a positive thing. But if you're not in this kind of stuff, I doubt that you will not rage quit after a couple of hours. As for the bad things, I guess I start with QTEs and minigames. Fuck, they're stupid. Hacking minigame is annoying, especially when your mouse glitches out, and of course in the end you have to do it fast or you die. The minigame where you have to shoot the switch to activate an airlock is nonsense, or is everybody a sharpshooter having a gun on this fucking station? QTEs are a bad design choice in general, and you have to do a press E not to die nonsense over and over again. Just let me fight the damn thing for the fuck's sake. And the worst one and the funniest one of all is this minigame. Shove a needle into the Isaac's eye. Who was the genius who thought of that? God, I didn't even expect it to be a minigame. After nothing was happening, I checked the mouse to see if the game froze. But it was just waiting for my involvement. This is pointless. The stomping for loot mechanic is just as stupid. After you're done with the killing, you pretty much have to stomp the corpses for loot, like they're bloody freaky piñatas filled with delicious candy. But it is too out of place. Stomping children is ridiculous, but stomping straws into pieces to get an audio log is just beyond bullshit. And the absolute worst change in Dead Space 2 is level design. First of all, it is now darker than a 7th depth of Satan's anus. Most time of the game you spent in total darkness and you can't see shit. Fuck, I thought after Doom 3, everybody got the idea that overdoing the darkness thing is bad. It is how everybody remembers the freaking game. When overdone darkness isn't scary, it is annoying. And I don't know how they manage that. But levels in Dead Space 2 are even more linear than levels of the original game. In the original it kinda worked since it was a spaceship, but here it is a fucking space colony. Why is every level nothing but a freaking hallway? There were interesting levels there. It would be so cool if a player could explore them at least a little bit. Commercial district and living quarters could be more open. The Unitology Center was amazing. I now understand why people joined their religion. They have amazing cathedrals. Plus the final level wasn't dark, but all the better levels are like 1/3 of the game. The rest you spent in a generic dark hallway. The game is like a freaking Gestapo officer. A step in any unscripted direction is an escape attempt, and a jump is an attempt to fly away. You have only one route you follow. Every other turn is an immediate dead end. They even got rid of the map since you don't need one. There's only a B button that makes your hallway even more obvious, which is fucking impossible to do. There is actually a point in the game when your B button doesn't work, which made me happy. I felt like a free man once again.
Shit, no waypoint. What the hell?
But it is followed by this fucking scene.
Isaac, where are you going?
I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm here, Isaac. To show you the way.
After watching this scene, I had to pause the game and shake my head in disbelief. I alt-tabbed and checked the game's rating. It is fucking 18+. Are you fucking kidding me? The game basically insults an adult player, spits in your face and calls you an idiot. And Isaac, you're just a giant pussy. You're one of the biggest pussies in all video game history. Oh my god, I don't know where to go. I don't have a person telling me what to do. I don't have a fucking line to follow. Man up, you whitey bitch! Holy Christ, I know where to go. For the last 6 hours, we had only one objective. Destroy the marker. So let's go and destroy the bloody thing. The door is right fucking there. And that giant vagina has no will of his own. No will at all. For the whole 2 games, he's always told what to do. Always. And for the first fucking time, he and the player with him are given freedom. And suddenly, he turns into a 3-year-old lost in a mall, crying and looking for his mommy. If it was a kid's game, I would have no problem with that. But it is the game for adults, and the game treats us like degenerates following the line. It is fucking insulting. Fuck you, Isaac, just fuck you. But you know what? It is not even the developer's fault. Well, not entirely. It is the modern trend of dumbing down video games, brought upon us by casual games like modern military shooters. I think it was modern military shooters because it's like the most obvious and the simplest example of the single player campaign, which is nothing more than a hallway with a couple of shooting galleries in it. Dead Space is nothing more than a modern military shooter with monsters in it. Fuck, it's sad. Do you remember the first Silent Hill game that came out in 1999, where Harry Mason was alone in a town full of horrors, with no directions whatsoever? He had to search for his daughter, driven only by love for her. That is the protagonist I can look up to, and Isaac Clarke, you're just a giant vagina.
And I'm guessing that marker of yours is behind that huge door over there.
Overall, Dead Space 2 is still a shitty game, but it has funny moments where it's so bad it's hilarious. So I guess if it's like 75% off on Steam, it can be worth it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even bother. The name is GrrrVahrrr, and I shall see you from within my next video.
Goodbye, goodbye, see you again. Goodbye, goodbye, see you, my friend.